Alright, so I've talked about this a good amount on my channel. I think I've made like 2 specific videos on this topic. But with the buffs especially that have just been added, and more so than ever, just the need for certain roles to be implemented, or I feel like a want, if anything, and more people talking about Sukuna, wanting him to come, I think it's good to talk about this in a video, talking about the info as to when we may get Sukuna revealed, which should be, if it does happen, in 5 days. And more than that, just to kind of see what exactly he's going to be looking like, if anything, the next big unit. So where did this all stem from? Well, the main reason a lot of people thought that we would be getting a Sukuna was because of this thing that it says in the roadmap. Okay, so they gave us a roadmap for First Annie when the live stream came out. And at the end of it, it says, look forward to the info release. We'll also be participating in Jump Festa. Okay, so that means new stuff at Jump Festa basically is how this reads to me. You guys can let me know if you read it differently, but to me, that's basically how I see it. So in this video, we'll talk about what we are going to be seeing from Sukuna and a couple other things. So first of all, Jump Festa, right? They're going to be on the red stage on Saturday. Okay, so we're going to have to be there. I'm pretty sure. Let's check. I don't, for some reason, Opera doesn't have the translation feature anymore, so let's just see what exactly it's saying, right? It is a bit unfortunate. I might have to switch back to Chrome specifically for that, because having the built-in translation feature is just so good. But this is Itadori, Megumi, Nobara, and Gojo at the stage, which there is no Sukuna, but I'm not too sure how to really take that. I don't even know if it really matters, but there's going to be 40 minutes of this, but it should be on Saturday, okay? Maybe they'll do a very quick reveal. It's either that, or we're just overhyping this, right? I'll say this right now. It's very possible that we're overhyping this, and all this is the JJK 0 promotion. That's literally what it could be, okay? I could easily see that. Now, it is very possible that we do get the bandage Gojo, and after this Gojo, we just go a year without Gojo. Like, we have a Gojo drought. Because after this, there's not many Gojos they could do, and what they could do is just spam Sukunas instead, right? So we'll have to see what exactly they decide to do. But personally, just let's go over it now. But I think that Sukuna makes the most amount of sense for the next reason. So this was on the 17th that they gave it to us. But the next thing is because Shibuya arc is starting late January 2025. So that means that early January 2025, we should get at least 1 to 2 more units before then, right? 1 end of December and 1 early January is my guess. Now, within those two, personally, I could very much see Sukuna, and we'll talk about why exactly, then we'll talk about his kit. So the video was weirdly privated for this. I don't really get why it was, but I really do feel like to me this screams the boy. Now, why exactly? Well, if we really check in game, they really covered heavily basically everything before Shibuya arc. Okay, like we have basically every single character almost. I mean, you can't, there's not many characters I feel like I could tell you that they covered that, well, like that they haven't covered, right? Because they even did hidden inventory, right? So it's like, unless you want to talk about like a Teen Shoko or something, there's not really much. But you know what they are missing? The only unit really is Sukuna, okay? So because of that, I feel like they should do a pre-Shibuya Sukuna, okay? And if they want to pump out another Sukuna for the Half Annie for 1.5 anniversary, then that's fine too, because it would be a good 5-month gap. So to me, I feel like they should get rid of at least 1 Sukuna before, right, before we get into the Shibuya arc late January. And if they're releasing 2 more units, I mean, we got too many Pandas, too many Nanamis, too many Nobaras, too many Yujis right now, and too many Gojos to really have some hype thing to drain us before Shibuya arc, right? And it definitely feels, the people I talked to that play JP after half anniversary, they really stepped up their game, because all the people post half anniversary, like Nobara, very good unit, okay, like just going off the ones I have on my account, Miwa, very good unit, okay, Mai, very good unit, I get Miguel, I mean, they kind of had to be a bit mid with him, but he's like good enough because he's going to depend on how good the enemies are, but he's a bit of a weird situation. Itadori, very good unit, Toji, very good unit, Gojo, very good unit, Gojo, very good unit, right? And then we talk about all the other ones, and they're pretty much all hitters besides a couple, but even then, like, they're really fucking good units, right? So they seem to know what they're doing, and if we have a really good unit before what's it called, Shibuya arc in January. I mean, it would make sense because it feels like after Hafani, JP really stepped it up and decided, yeah, we're not going to release shitters like Mechamaru and Junpei anymore. Now Mechamaru did get buffed, thank God, but pre-buff he was not exactly looking too good. So it does feel like they're in the right headspace, and I feel to add on to that, they definitely should give us Sukuna just to finish off the roster pre-Shibuya arc, right? Because then we'd have everyone, and then easily for 1.5 anniversary, they could give us Sukuna and maybe, I don't know, Kenjaku or whoever they want to do. I think that would be fine. And then probably next year, we'll have some news, or Season 3 is going to start rolling out, especially because of how crazy they make those Mappa workers work, okay? So we'll have to see. But I definitely think that if they release one Sukuna now to get the hype up right after first anniversary, right before Shibuya arc, drain money and get another influx of money to help production maybe, or just put money in their pockets, right? It could be good. It could definitely, in my opinion, be perfect, right? So that's it for Shibuya arc. I feel like it's good that we're gonna have this in January, but it does leave that good month where it's like, what's gonna happen, right? What's gonna happen? Now let's talk about Sukuna himself. What am I expecting? So if we look at it, right, red is stacked. Red is absolutely stacked, okay? And I really say that like full-heartedly. Now that Yuta's been buffed, we got 3 big hitters in red. And then even at that, Panda is looking like a very good tank because he has a 2-turn built-in taunt. But now they made his damage reduction to be 40% at 50% energy, which is so huge, right? Because 40% with damage, with the taunt of 2 turns, and the fact he could heal himself, right, is so good. Like, it's going to be very hard to kill this guy. So the reds are safe, right? If we look at it, there's 3 reds in the top 10 units, right? We could even say like the top, 7? We'll say the top 7 for this, right? But now we get into blue, and blue, I mean, it was looking a bit rough. And to be fair, besides these two, besides Gojo and Ghetto, it is a very rough typing. So I know we just got Miguel and I know we just got Ghetto, but to me, the way I see it is that the colors that got buffed the most are the ones that are going to get the biggest, strongest new units, right? Now or in the future. This goes for Shibuya Arc 2. Obviously, this is more of a theory crafting video, but red is safe, right? Because they just got, like, these are the last 3 units. Very good units. They've had an insane run since Yuta. Like, all of these units are runnable, which is insane. Now, green barely got touched, but Gojo, Mahito, Ghetto, Maki, she's good enough, but meh. We just got 2 huge buffs here, and Panda too, and Nobara, and Megumi. Like, there's basically, the only unit that I feel kind of meh about is Saki. And also, she is very good. So green is in such a good spot, because whichever unit you got, you're safe, essentially. Green is in such a good spot. So I really don't see Sukuna being green. And then yellow, same thing. Bro, Itadori. Decent Kaido, very good Yaga, very good Gojo. Mechamaru got a good buff, but that's it. And then Domain Megumi, right? So yellow and red are looking very good. So it really leaves, or sorry, yeah. It really just leaves blue to me. Like green, maybe, but it's like green is also looking pretty good. They don't have like some mega OP unit, I'll give you that. So I'd say really just in terms of color Sukuna could be, it's not red, it's not yellow. Like I'd say red is last placed, yellow is third place, green is second, and blue is first, right? Because if we look at the tier list, the only person that's really up there is Ghetto, who was a buffed unit, and then Blue Gojo from the beginning of the game. Ghetto and Gojo were both from the first month of the game, so because of that, I feel it's time to give some big hitter blue unit in Sukuna, right? To me, that is what I would say. Now, in terms of timing, I don't know about it, because the problem is, we might be getting Blue Ghetto to come back soon, right? They just released the wallpaper, so they definitely didn't forget about him. I mean, they gave him the biggest buff. So to me, they could definitely give Ghetto a banner, and it would kind of line up for when Jump Festa comes out. But then what they could do is give a teaser for Sukuna at Jump Festa to only release him during New Year's, right? Because New Year's is still 2 weeks away, right? So I definitely think that giving Ghetto a rerun and then bringing Sukuna end of like December would probably be the move. Now you guys let me know. As for what I want Sukuna to do, as he's going to be a blue unit, we need Ghetto is a support attacker. Blue Gojo is a good DPS unit. Definitely not on par with the other DPS units and only lasts 7 turns. So we need a pure damage dealer in Sukuna. Okay, I need him to be some AoE, okay? Like, just absolutely going crazy, right? And I definitely think that would work, right? Now, obviously, the Sukuna I want is definitely this Sukuna, okay? Because like I said, I'm expecting the one, if it wants to, I'm expecting the one before Shibuya arc. So the Shrine Sukuna, just in this drippy outfit, wherever it is, would make the most amount of sense to me, right? It really would. Now, this to me is more of a tinfoil hat theory thing, but this Sukuna artwork, I really feel like is untouched. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's in a single... It doesn't seem like it's a recollection bit. So this could easily be the recollection bit for Sukuna. And this is definitely something that is very out there. But still, it's definitely something to think about, that they could easily use something like this for the artwork for Sukuna's recollection, be it the free-to-play or the gacha one. But that's basically it for this video. You guys let me know. What do you think Sukuna would be? What color do you think it would be? What would he do? And do you think he's coming in the first place? Or am I just absolutely going crazy? And are they just going to release another Bandage Gojo for JJK 0 to finish it off? You guys let me know. Thank you so much for watching if you got to this point. Have a great day. See you in the next one. Like the video and subscribe if you are new, especially. Got a lot more showcases coming up. Bye-bye.